Oh, heck yeah. I was getting nervous that you weren't gonna ask me. Pick your poison. I can't wait to hear what you order. Get ready, Michelle. Why? Oh, you'll see. You know what? I'll do a Malibu Bay Breeze. I'm sorry. A Malibu Bay Breeze? Yeah, you said pick, right? Oh, you don't know what's in it? It's Malibu, cran. I know what's in it. It's just not anything close to what I expected you to say. I just knew you were gonna order one of them frou-frou drinks. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I like to drink things that taste good, and that drink makes me feel like I'm on the beach about to cast a reel. You got the ingredients to make it? All right, if somebody orders a Bay Breeze, if they just come up and say, I want a Bay Breeze, it's usually vodka, cranberry juice, and pineapple juice. But since he said a Malibu Bay Breeze, I'm gonna put Malibu instead of the vodka. So it's just gonna be one shot of Malibu. And I'm not gonna make it strong because I'm not trying to have him drink up all my liquor because I already know where this is gonna go. It's pineapple juice, equal parts pineapple juice and cranberry juice. There you go, Carl. Thank you, Michelle. Let me just pull up a chair. This is like heaven. I could be in here all day. You want to do a shot, Frank? Carl, I see where you think this is going, and this is not anyone can come in here anytime and drink up my liquor for free type of setup. So if you want another drink, you're gonna have to earn it. Okay, yeah, I get it. What do you need done? You need some yard work done? You need something around here fixed? No, I don't need anything done, but would you say you're a man of your word? Damn right, my word's about all I got left now. If you take a shot of my choice without making a face at all after you shoot it, I will serve you another drink of your choice after you finish that one. So all I have to do to get another drink after this one is take a shot that you're choosing and not make a face? Yeah, but if you make a face, you have to leave. Wait, hold on. You're gonna do it with me, right? Nash, I see what you did there. Yeah, I didn't want her picking something nasty. Sure, I'll do it with you. And I won't make a face either. How about that? Let's go. What are we doing? Fireball? It's gonna be so easy. Frank, if you know what this is, don't say anything. All right. This sounds like it's gonna be fun. Carl, you ever heard of Malort? You said Malort? No, why? Is it good? You're just gonna have to wait and see. It's also known as the Chicago Handshake. But you're doing it with me, right? Yeah, I said I would, and I'm not gonna make a face. It can't be that bad. What are you waiting for? Pour it up. This is right up your alley because a guy named Carl Jepsen created this liquor. We have the same name. You know it's gotta be good. There you go. You ready? Yeah, let's do it. Wait, let me see you do it first. Oh, come on. You saw her pour it. It's not like she did something to your shot. I know, I just want to see her do it first. Sure, I'll go first. This is actually Malort. Well, dang. I'm impressed. Why? If she can do it, now I know I can do it. Let's go. I don't know how you did that. That tastes like an old dirty gym sock. Michelle, did you know you weren't gonna make a face? Yeah, I knew. I've done it before for a video on social media. My followers suggest these nasty liquors and I'm supposed to like take a shot and then not make a face afterwards. And out of 21 different liquors, only 3 of them got me to make a face. I really enjoyed watching that. The aftertaste is even worse. What happened? Well, I don't know. I've seen him so drunk that he couldn't form a sentence, and just now he was walking and talking fine. He's got to be playing. Carl, you got us. Carl. I don't think he's faking that. He's got to be. Carl, it ain't funny anymore. Now get up. You think we should call an ambulance? I was just walking by and I saw him laying on the ground. Is he okay? What happened? He just took a shot and fainted. Yeah, and he's not waking up. I don't know what to do. Let me help. I was a nurse before I quit to be a stay-at-home mom. Michelle, yes, call that ambulance. Hi, yes, I need an ambulance, please. Frank, did he hit his head? We don't know. He wasn't even drunk. He just fell out. Okay, thank you. He is breathing and he has a pulse, but it's really weak. Do you see all these red splotches all over his chest? I think it could have been an allergic reaction. We need to elevate his legs. The ambulance is on its way. Elevate his legs. Okay. Oh. What happened? Dude, you fainted. Yeah, and I'm thinking it might have been an allergic reaction. How do you feel? Does your head hurt? Oh, I'm fine. This has happened to me before when I tried to drink some crap called absinthe. I'm good. You really should not try to stand up. There's an ambulance on its way. Yeah, Carl, maybe you should drink some water. You called an ambulance? I am not getting in an ambulance. I do not have the money to be paying for an ambulance. I'm out. Well, that is his choice. I'm glad he's okay. Y'all take care. Okay, bye, Jess. Thanks for your help. Frank, when I lifted his legs up to elevate them, did you see what was on his ankle? No. What was on his ankle? Before I tell you what I found on his ankle, I need to try to call to cancel this ambulance because I am not footing the bill for that. Okay, yeah, me either. Oh crap. Thank you. There's an ambulance pulling up. Yeah, the dispatcher on the phone told me that they were already pretty much here. Let me go talk to them. Frank, I ran over here when I saw that ambulance pull up. What happened? Are you okay? Wait, where's Carl with a C? He left. Then why is there an ambulance here? Because we called one for Carl with a C. Oh, hey, Sue-Ann. Why'd y'all call that ambulance for Carl with a C? Carl with a C took a shot of Malort, then he passed out after. Malort? What is that? While you tell this story, can I get another martini? Sure. Yeah, you're gonna need one for this story. So, Malort is known as one of the worst liquors in the world. I told him if he could take the shot of Malort without making a face, that I would serve him another drink, but if he made a face, that he had to leave. Genius. I thought he'd be here all night. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. I know how alcoholics are. I was married to one, and I didn't want to have to kick him out rudely later, so I figured making this bet was a smart thing to do. Yeah, and fun to watch. Michelle even did it first. Once he took the shot, he just fell out. And then I thought he was playing, but he wouldn't. Sounds like karma to me. Thank God Jess was walking by, because you know how she used to be a nurse? She said she thinks that it might have been an allergic reaction. Then Carl wakes up. He finds out we called an ambulance and he jets because he doesn't have the money to pay for an ambulance. Yeah, you were about to tell me something that you saw on his ankle? I saw an ankle monitor on his ankle, clear as day. No. Frank, what did he do? Did you know? No, I didn't know. Something tells me you're about to find out why. I'm already on it. I love you for that because I also really would like to know. What's Carl's last name? Oh, it's Cooley. Cooley. I got it. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, you know me. I'm gonna find out. It's loading. Okay. I've had enough excitement for today, so I'm gonna get on home. Thank you. Dinner's in the oven right now. It'll be ready in 30 minutes. I'll make sure that I'm back by then so we can eat together. All right, y'all have fun. Thanks, honey. Case summary loaded. Restricted from parks, schools, and minor designated areas. What? What did he do? Read the case summary out loud. Case summary, Carl Cooley, 38 years old. Date of incident, January 12th, 2025. Location, Crestline City Park. Charge, indecent exposure involving a minor under 14. GPS monitoring ordered. Restricted access to parks, schools, and other minor designated areas. It also says case references a prior sealed case citing a pattern of behavior. A prior sealed case? I don't know, but I wonder if Carl with a K knows about this. I don't know, but I'm gonna call him. Do you have his number? Do you want me to go get it from Frank? I actually don't. He gave me his card the first time that he came over, and he said if I ever had any issues regarding my child to give him a call, so I've got it right here. You never told me that regarding your child. Don't you think that's weird? I mean, I didn't really think it was that weird because he knew I was a single mom here living alone, and he made it clear how protective of his children that he is. So I think he was just trying to look out for me. Ooh, this is about to get good. You already know I can't stand Carl. Yeah, call him. Okay, I'm calling him. Hey, Carl. Yeah, so I was wondering if you knew of a man in our neighborhood named Carl Cooley. He was in my garage earlier, and he was wearing an ankle monitor, and I saw that when Jess stopped by. He passed out from something. Do you know who he is? Perfect. I'll see you then. What did he say? He said he understood my concern and that he would stop in tomorrow after work before Jess goes on her walk, if that was okay. And I said, perfect. So I guess I'll see him tomorrow. You already know where I'll be at 6:30 tomorrow. Good evening, Michelle. Hey, Carl. Discovering someone's wearing an ankle monitor while they are in your house would raise some concerns. Before we get into it, I brought this for you. Aw, thank you. Malibu. I'm actually running low on that, so I appreciate you restocking me. Can I offer you something to drink? Please. I see you have Basil Hayden's red wine cask finish up there. If I could have a glass of that, neat, please. I've never had that before. Sure. I bought it because it seemed really interesting, and I wanted to try it too. There you go. And thank you for that wine that you brought last time. I drank it. It was really good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I like that. But yes, I have had my eye on Carl Cooley for a while now. I knew if anyone knew anything, it'd be you. When Carl moved to the neighborhood in 2021, he was a registered schmex offender. I check those lists often. A few months later, which was also 15 years after the offense took place, the case was sealed, but I'd already seen it. What was it for? Back in 2006, he was 19 years old. He was in a short-lived consensual relationship with a 16-year-old girl. Oh, so that's not the reason he has the ankle monitor, though. No, it isn't. Please excuse my language when I say this, but Carl, he's just a dumbass. Trust me, I can see why you say that. But do you know why he has an ankle monitor? I do. One night, January 12th, 2025, this year, he gets so drunk down at the bar, he shits his pants. Then what? He took his pants off and gets kicked out of the bar. So now he has no pants. He starts walking. He gets to Crestline City Park and he passes out on a bench with everything exposed for everyone and their kids to see. Do you know what happened? A family that was walking by called it in. He got arrested. His case is pending. So, what are we concluding here? He isn't preying on children in that way. He's just a drunken idiot. Yeah, I gathered at least that much. But hey, I wanted to ask you something. You can ask me. When you returned that device to Sue Ann, and then you told her that she should be more concerned about what she buried in her yard a couple months back, I know you didn't say that in front of me on accident. Correct. When I asked her what she buried in her backyard, she gave me an answer, and it seemed to be a true answer. But the timeline just didn't match up with what you said. Did you mean to say, instead of a couple months ago, like over a year ago? I meant exactly what I said. I'm gathering that I'm not supposed to know what it is, but I'm supposed to know about it. Oh, God. It didn't have as much to do with you as me needing Sue Ann off my back. Michelle, what's up, girl? Hey, Carl. Well, don't seem too excited to see me. Hey, dude. Who are you? You in the FBI or something? I'm Carl, with a K. Oh, wow, my name's Carl too, but I spell mine the right way, with a C. Okay, as excited as I am to see you and serve you some free liquor, Carl and I were having a bit of a private conversation. It's okay, it's almost 6:30. I have to get on home. Oh, come on, man. I didn't mean to scare you off. What, you gonna turn into a pumpkin at 6:30? Carl, you seem like a grown man. Damn right. So as you know, grown men make their own decisions based off the priority they place on their responsibilities, and their lives reflect those decisions. Michelle, have a good night. Okay, bye, Carl. What? That guy needs to get laid. Dude, I was just about to... Do you want something to drink? You get one singular drink if you want. Only one? Well, what if I offer to paint? No, I don't want anything from you. I don't need anything from you. I actually don't have to offer you anything. This is my house. This is my liquor. This is my bar, my garage. I'm being nice because we are neighbors, and I believe that that is the right thing to do, is to be nice to your neighbors. So you get one drink if you would like one. If not, you can go. I respect that. Would it be okay if I got a liquid marijuana? Do you know how to make that? Yes, I do. I'll make that for you. I'm gonna have you guys make this drink with me. I'm gonna put an ounce of Captain, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, half ounce of Malibu, 1 and 2, half ounce of blue curacao, 1 and 2, and a half ounce of melon liqueur, 1 and 2. Fill it with pineapple juice, and top it with Sprite. There you go, Carl. Thank you. I really feel like you got the wrong impression of me. Well, seeing how my first impression of you was yesterday, and you took you passed out in my garage, dude. That was a scary moment. We called an ambulance, and then you ran away. Last time it happened, I just thought I had drank too much, but I'm fine. I really think you have a wormwood allergy. Wormwood? It's a bitter herb that has been used for centuries in medicine, flavorings, and alcohol, and it's a key ingredient in both Malort, what you took yesterday, and absinthe, what you said you've drank before and passed out. I didn't like absinthe, and I don't like Malort, so I'm fine with that. But do you know what else it's in? No. What? It's in vermouth. Huh? Vermouth. That goes in martinis, like the one that you finished off for Sue-Ann yesterday when you first got here. I didn't like that drink either. I'm just saying, there's more than one reason why you shouldn't just go chugging drinks when you don't know what's in it. I'm 38 years old. Anybody gonna tell me? Hey, Michelle. Oh, it's you. Look what the cat dragged in. Sue-Ann, you here to drink some more wormwood? Am I here to drink some more wormwood? Are you drunk already? It's only 6:30. I wish I was. All this liquor up in here and I can't even catch a buzz. It's because I told him he can only have one. Carl, Sue-Ann and I are about to have a private conversation. What's with you guys and all these private conversations? Should I sign an NDA so I can be included? Do you really want to hear about our latest menstrual cycles and yeast infections? Oh, no, that right there is my cue to go. Hey Carl, how you feeling? I'm good. Apparently I'm allergic to some worm tree or something. Wormwood. It's a bitter herb that's in Malort, absinthe, and also in vermouth. Glad you got that figured out. Yeah, whatever. They're about to talk about periods and yeast infections. I'm out. Ew. I think I'm gonna go too. No, Frank, we're not. I just said that to get him out of here because we're about to talk about him. Well, in that case, you mind if I get a Jack and Coke from you? Works every time. Yeah, and can I get my wormwood martini while I hear about what Carl with a K said? Yeah, I got y'all. So he told me that the sealed case was from 2006 when Carl with the C was 19 years old and he was in a consensual relationship with a 16-year-old girl. Sue-Ann, you're 7 years younger than me. Frank, I wasn't under 18 though when we started dating. That's true. And that was what got him on the registered schmex offender list that Carl with a K saw before it was sealed a couple months later. Thank you kindly. Hold on, he's been wearing that since he was 19 years old? No, that prior sealed case was brought up in the most recent case that he had in January of this year. So what did he do to get the ankle monitor? This is just water, by the way. So January 12th, 2025, Carl with a C goes down to the bar and he gets so drunk that he poops his pants and then he takes his pants off and gets kicked out of the bar. He starts walking with no pants and he gets to Crestline City Park and he passes out on a bench with everything exposed for everyone and their kids to see. What do you do, eat Taco Bell before he went into that bar? Frank, that joke is so old. You've been using it for 20 years now. Taco Bell, extra pair of shorts, we get it. They really should put some of those in the bag with the food. Anyway, so that was it? Pretty much. He said Carl with a C isn't preying on kids in that way. Preying on who? Good Lord, that got dark quick. I told you he was restricted from going to schools, parks, and other minor designated areas. Well, that was uneventful. I was hoping it would be something juicier. I'm gonna go cut up these vegetables for dinner. Okay, honey, I'll be home in a minute once I finish this. Bye, Sue-Ann. Frank, I have a question for you. Shoot. It's regarding what Sue-Ann buried in your backyard a few months ago. She told you about that? She told me she was never going to tell anyone. I can see why Sue-Ann wouldn't want anyone to know what she buried. Yeah. I hope that didn't change your opinion of me. Frank, we all make mistakes. You even said that's what life's all about, messing up and learning from it, right? Bartenders, we're all vaults of secrets. There's stuff that I know about people that I would never even repeat for social media, for views. Now you probably understand more about why Sue-Ann don't like me hanging out with Carl with a C. Wait, I didn't know Carl with a C was involved in all that. Well, really, he wasn't. But none of that would have happened if I hadn't been hanging out at Carl with a C's house all night. Oh, that's what she was talking about when she said that he was a bad influence. Yeah. Because of my bad decision, I could have been locked up for the rest of my life. And now Sue-Ann could be too. It's because she helped cover it up because she buried it. So now she's an accomplice. Does Carl with a C know? No. Look, I like Carl. He has a big heart and he would give anyone the shirt off his back if they needed it. But when he drinks, you can't trust him. I get why you didn't tell him. You don't have to explain that to me. I was married to an alcoholic for 4.5 years. When he would drink, he did not stop until the booze was gone or he passed out. He would occasionally make the mistake of thinking that he could drive somewhere. I'm just glad he never hurt anyone or ended any lives. That was my mistake. Look, Frank, there's no sense in dwelling in the past. You can't change it. Sounds like you learned from it. Oh, I did. It's just hard to live with, you know? Let's do a shot together. Do you want a shot? I'm gonna make my favorite thing for myself. Would you like one? It has hot sauce in it. It's right up your alley. Well, you know I like hot sauce. Yeah, I would like that, but just a little one, though, please, if you could. These are 1.5 ounce shot glasses, so I'm gonna make one Mexican candy shot, and I'm gonna split it between these 2 shot glasses. So I'm gonna do 1 ounce of tequila, 2 and 3 and 4, a half ounce of watermelon pucker, 1 and 2, a half ounce of lime juice, 1 and 2, and depends on how fast your hot sauce comes out, just like 1 shake of hot sauce. I don't like it too spicy. We're gonna rim the edge with tahini. This is what it looks like, tahini. This is my favorite shot to make. All right, Frank? Thank you. I gotta say, it's nice to finally be able to talk to somebody about it. Thank you for letting me confide in you. Cheers. Of course, cheers. That is delicious. I love that. I'm glad you liked it. You know, a lot of people should be behind bars for things that they've done, mistakes they've made, but they just didn't get caught. Don't get me wrong, I was willing to go to jail. That's where I should be. So why didn't you turn yourself in? You mean, why didn't I call the cops? Yeah, like, if you were willing to go to jail, why didn't you just call the cops right after it happened and told them? I was gonna, but I had to call Sue-Ann first to let her know what was going on because I knew I was gonna go to jail for a long time. So she told me to wait until she got there to call the cops. And so I swear she was there within like seconds after I hung that phone up. And when she got there, she took my keys and my phone from me and she said, "I'm handling this." And when she says that, she's handling this. I know Sue-Ann can be a pain in the ass all the time, but she is my ride or die, and I love her. Sounds like you actually married the right one. Not everybody can say that. Did you check for identification? We did. We checked. He didn't have a phone, no wallet. I don't know where he was going or where he came from. I'd never seen him before. Oh, man. When Sue-Ann made that decision, I knew why. I'm sure it's because she didn't want to live the rest of her life without you. That woman, she's the love of my life. She knows I ain't gonna call now because if I do and I turn myself in, she will also go to jail for the rest of her life because of something that I did. And she knows that I ain't gonna do that to her. We ride it down for each other, no matter what. I guess she did what she felt she had to do. So she buried him. She bought some new mulch for her garden that day, so it didn't even look weird because she was always doing that ever since she got into gardening a while back. Frank, I gotta be honest with you. Sue-Ann did not tell me. What? Who told you? You did, just now. No, but you were the one that brought it up. You already knew about it. I knew Sue Ann had buried something in the backyard, but I did not know what. Well, how would you have known that she buried something? Well, you know how Sue Ann likes to do her digging in everybody's lives. She likes to know everything about everybody. So Carl with a K, when he came looking for her, he knew she was digging too much into what he was doing, and he told her to be more concerned about what she buried in her backyard a few months back than worried about who he's talking to and where he's going. So I don't think he's gonna say anything. Oh my God. I can't believe I just told you all that. Told me all what? You never definitively told me what it was that she buried. Maybe it was a male of some endangered species that I don't know about that carries phones and wallets on it normally. You're right. That is what it was. But wait, how would Carl with a K know about that? Any chance he could have seen it happen? But how would Carl with a K know that Sue Ann buried something in our backyard? Any chance he could have seen it happen? I don't think so. It was a ghost town. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. There was no cars on the road. There was nobody walking. It was right there where that stretch of grass is, where people play with their dogs sometimes. But there's no houses that could have seen. Nobody could have seen from a Ring camera. I think that's why Sue Ann made the decision she did. There's like a deer trail there or something. I know where you're talking about. When I would be driving home from work at like 4 a.m., I would see deer passing through there all the time. But how could he have any idea about that? There's no houses right there. Do you think he maybe has cameras in the trees? Cameras in the trees? For what? I don't know, deer watching? Like, how else would he know? Oh, if that's the reason, I'm gonna tell him. I'll make venison jerky for him for free, as long as I get to have some. I think it's illegal to hunt this close to residences that people live in. Well, however he knows about it, I'm gonna let it be. I know Sue Ann's nosy, but she won't be meddling in his business anymore, because she ain't gonna be taking a chance on him outing us about that night. Let's just think about this, though. You know how I didn't know anything? I just knew something was buried in your backyard because of what Carl with a K said? Yeah. What if he didn't know what it was? And the only reason that he knew something was being buried is because he was driving by, he saw her burying something. Nah, because we have 6-foot tall privacy fences. I installed them myself. Ain't no way he could just see back in there driving by. And I forgot about that. But he definitely knows. So how did he know? Listen, I personally do not care that Carl with a K knows. He obviously hadn't said anything for a reason until now. He can borrow my truck anytime he wants. I'll stay out of his business. But it would be nice to know how and why he knows about that whole night. So are you gonna ask him? Oh, hell no. From what I reckon, Carl with a K is a good dude. And I want him on my side. And if all I gotta do is just ask no questions to do that, that's what I'm gonna do. But Frank, I personally want to know. I'm staying out of this. If you want to get with Sue Ann and talk to her about it, I'm just not any good at any of this. Do you think she'll be mad that I know about all of this? Probably, yeah. But if she knows that you were willing to find out why Carl with a K knows, she might just forget about that real quick and help you come up with some plan. I just don't want me knowing to affect y'all's relationship. If you don't want me to say anything that I know anything, I won't. I'm gonna tell her that you know. It's my fault anyway. Sue Ann is smart. When I tell you I'm married up, I mean that. I do not deserve a woman like that. But I'm doing all I can to show her how much I appreciate her and love her. Speaking of which, I gotta get home. Thank you. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye, Frank. Michelle. Sue Ann, I want you to know that I just heard all of that. Heard all of what? After I cut up all the veggies and I realized Frank still wasn't home yet, I came right back over here and I ended up just standing outside listening to everything. I'm gonna be here tomorrow because we're gonna come up with a plan. I wanna know why he knows too. See you tomorrow. All right, I'll be here. Hey, Michelle. Oh, hey, Sue Ann. I gotta say, the conversation that I overheard between you and Frank last night was not what I expected, but I am glad you know now. I noticed that the timeline was off about that Marbles, the cat story that you told me about Barry and Howard's cat. So my curiosity could have killed the cat. Pun intended. I didn't think you actually caught on to that like you did. You know, you're a lot like me, because I also would have had to know. So I don't blame you for poor Frank. He fell for you acting like you knew, but you didn't. Bless him. He is so sweet, and he loves you so much. I'm sure you heard. Yeah, I love him too. Anyway, can I get a martini while we come up with this plan? Because I gotta know how he knows. Yes. So wait, you don't have a plan? I figured you would already have one by the time you got here. No, but I did spend hours today walking around that area looking for cameras in the trees. That was a good theory you had. And there were none that I could see. I even brought binoculars. Please tell me someone saw you. Someone did see me. They were walking their dog and they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like looking up in the trees. I told them I was bird watching. They probably thought I was so crazy. Whatever, I really don't care. Something tells me that it wasn't because of cameras. That gets me thinking, wasn't he the one that said that it was illegal to listen in on conversations that you aren't a part of? Well, North Carolina is a one-party consent state. What does that mean? In order to use it for anything legal, you would have to have permission from at least one person who was involved in the conversation. So how are Ring cameras legal then? Like if I'm having a private conversation on the sidewalk, there's also an expectation of privacy, which protects you like when you're in your own home or on your own property or in your own car. But a sidewalk or a road is a public space, so there would be no expectation of privacy for that. Video and audio recordings are permissible in public spaces. If he actually does have cameras in the trees, I wonder who owns that property. Probably our neighborhood. So there would be no expectation of privacy in that case. Oh, but you said you saw no cameras, right? I didn't, and I looked. There are no cameras up there. Trust me, I believe you. Here you go. Thanks. So you think our theory was right about him being like a Dexter with PDF files? Maybe he knows because he was stalking that guy. I thought about that too, and that would explain why he never said anything. Yeah, because in that case, Frank would have taken someone out that he was planning on taking out himself. But wouldn't that guy's family be looking for him? You would think, but I've been checking and there are no missing persons reports for what that guy looked like. Do you not think that's strange? Yeah, I do. Hence also why I want to know what's going on here, but I really don't want to piss Carl with a K off. I don't know where to go from here. Well, if he does know about it or even saw it happen, that does make him an accomplice, just like you. And like you now. Exactly. So a guy like Carl is gonna either straight up tell me or he's gonna tell me to mind my own business. So maybe I could just flat out ask him. Oh, since you just found out, you could threaten to turn all of us in unless he tells you how he knows. Something tells me that Carl with a K would not take well to a threat like that. Maybe I can just tell him that I found out and I want his opinion. I like that plan. Well, how do I get him over here? You know he only comes around when there's like a purpose. So do I just text him and tell him that there's something I want to ask him about? Yeah, maybe you could say you need some advice that you think he could help you with if he doesn't mind. Perfect. Yes, I'm gonna text him. Oh, I can't wait to see what he says. I bet. He said, see you tomorrow at 6:15. I live for this. He might not tell us, but we'll see. She thinks she's going to listen in. I'm closing my garage tomorrow at 6:15. Good evening, Michelle. Hey, Carl. You want something to drink? Yes. I will have a pour of that Buffalo Trace neat, please. Sure. So you're probably wondering why I asked you to come by today. I'm just going to tell you. So I know what's buried. Do you actually know what Sue Ann buried? I do. I watched it happen. You did? Why did you choose not to turn them in? Thank you. What do you know? Before I answer that question, let me just do this. I I just don't want anybody to walk in on this conversation or overhear us. I understand. So I know that Frank was driving home from Carl's house intoxicated, and the thing that's buried didn't have a phone or a wallet on him. I wasn't going to be the one to tell you, but now that you know, I brought this for you. Oh, thank you. What's in here? There's hair masks, face masks, nail polish. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That gift will make a lot more sense in a couple of minutes. I was expecting a text from you about that, but I gotta say, not this soon. You work quickly. I'm impressed. Wait, so you knew out? As you noticed, I brought up Sue Ann burying something on purpose in front of you because I was hoping that it would spark your curiosity. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be the one to tell you, but I am gonna tell you how I know, only because I'm gonna ask you for a favor afterwards. A favor? What kind of favor is it? Don't worry, it's nothing incriminating or illegal. Okay, sure. A couple of months ago, I took a business trip. It ended a little earlier than I had anticipated, so I decided to come home early. I caught a red eye. I was gonna surprise Jess with breakfast in bed. I was gonna take care of the kids all day and give her the day to do whatever she wanted. Oh, that's so sweet of you. When my Uber was pulling up to my house, I saw a man climbing out of my bedroom window. What? I had the driver drive right past my house, and he took a turn down the next street. He let me out with my luggage in front of one of our neighbors' houses. I ditched my luggage in the bushes, and I started following that guy. Then here comes Frank, driving his truck with no lights on. He jumped the curb, and yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But Frank said no one was around. He didn't think anybody saw. I hid back where that deer trail is. They didn't see me. Did you find out who he was? Yes. He was walking to his car, which was parked a little ways past where he made it to. Everything was in the car. The keys were in the ignition. Well, who was he? You don't need to know. Okay. So what's the favor? I'd like you to schedule a girls' night with Jess. Maybe on a weekend night when your son is with his father. Well, you're right. The gift of the face masks and nail polish and everything is making more sense now. She doesn't have any friends, and she deserves a night that she doesn't have any responsibilities, and she can have fun and let loose. You don't have to use any of the items in the bag that I gave you. If you choose to not stay in and you choose to go out, I will also fund wherever you guys want to go. If it's okay with you, I would prefer that she stay here that night so she can sleep in as long as she wants and wake up peacefully instead of having kids screaming. So that's it? The actual favor that I would like from you is to find out how they met and how long all of that went on for. Oh, she doesn't know that you know? No, and I would like to keep it that way. But wouldn't she have an idea that you could know because you came home like right after that guy left? I went back and got my luggage from the bushes, and I Ubered to a hotel where I stayed until I told her I would be back home. But why would that man be crawling out of your bedroom window? It seems odd. I have Ring cameras for the front door and the back door. I also have cameras covering my front yard and my backyard, but not my side yards. And our bedroom window comes out on the side yard. Jess knows this. That makes sense. All right, I'll try to schedule something with her when I see her walking by. But what if she won't talk to me about it or even admit that she has cheated on you? The fact that you got the information that you wanted out of Sue Ann and Frank in that short amount of time tells me that you have your ways. Okay, but if the guy is gone, why would you even want to know where she met him and how long it went on for? I'm going to save my marriage. But before I do, I need to know just how much of it was a lie. I hope you don't judge Jess too harshly on her decision. I have not been making my family enough of a priority, and that has been reflected in what has happened. Oh, I'm not judging her. I have made plenty of my own mistakes. I've been married 3 times. You probably knew that, though, because you did a background check on me. But I am judging her a little bit because she did it to a man like you, though. Why do you say that? To be honest, Carl, you're pretty intimidating. I'm sure you know that. Not a lot of people intimidate me the way that you do. I would say that you are mysterious and unpredictable, and I would be too scared to cheat on you if I was your wife, because I'd be scared of what you were gonna do if you found out. Exactly why she cannot know that I know. She will be convinced that I had something to do with his disappearance. I also had to cover up the mess that Sue-Ann and Frank made that night so that the police would never come questioning Jess, so she would never find out. So you want her to believe that she was just ghosted? Yes, call me selfish, but I don't want her mourning the thought of what could have been with him. I can understand that, especially if you were willing to forgive her and try and save your marriage. I know Sue-Ann is going to come asking you what was said here just now. I normally don't request this of people, but I need you to lie just a little. I don't like doing that, but what did you have in mind? If you could tell her that I had been stalking that guy for reasons that I didn't tell you. I saw the whole thing happen because I was hiding in the deer trail watching him. Oh, I can get on board with that because it's not really a lie. I'd rather have her believe I am what she thinks that I am instead of looking at Jess the way she would if she knew the truth. What do you think she thinks you are? Well, I'm gonna get home. Thank you for having me, and I'm sure I'll hear from you soon. Michelle, I saw Carl with a K just left. Why was your garage closed? Yeah, part of the reason I closed it is because the last time that Carl with a K and I were having a serious conversation, Carl with a C just popped right on in, and I did not want him walking in on that conversation because I had no idea what Carl with a K was gonna tell me. Did you want to get a martini? Could I get a Moscow Mule instead, please? So what did he say? He said he saw it happen. There you go. Thanks. How did he see? I bet it was the cameras in the trees. He took them down. You are not gonna believe this. He said he was stalking. What's up, party people? I see why you closed the garage. We should have done that. Oh, hey, Carl. Hey, Michelle. Sue-Ann, what you got in there? You sipping on some tea? Well, I was trying to, and then you showed up. What are you here for this time? Some strawberry pina colada or some crap? Well, that sounds good as hell. Michelle, can you actually make that? I do have this strawberry simple syrup. I've never made that, but I'm gonna try to make it for you. You gotta let me know if it's good. I'm actually gonna make this drink for him. Well, you know I'm gonna be the one to drink it, but I'm gonna put an ounce of Bacardi pineapple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. An ounce of Malibu. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It didn't come out that fast in the beginning. I'm gonna put some of this strawberry simple syrup in it. I'm gonna put cream of coconut. Okay. And some pineapple juice. And lime juice. Almost forgot that. Oh wait, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I put enough strawberry syrup in it. I'm gonna put a little bit more strawberry syrup. It wasn't red enough for me. Oh my God. This is so good. I don't know if you guys wonder this, but when I go to play Carl with a C's character, I need to serve him this drink. I'm not gonna remake this whole drink, and I don't want it to be all watered down and stuff, so what I do is I strain it out into this glass here, and then when I go to pick up the drink as Carl with a C, I add fresh ice to this, and then I drink it after that. Sue-Ann's drink is just water in this copper mug with a lime on the side. That's all it is. Here you go, Carl. Hope you don't mind I took a sip of it. I don't have COVID, don't worry. Thanks. You're good. I've survived it twice. I think I'll be okay. Not everybody has. That is the best pina colada I've ever had. I thought it was good too. You know you only get one, so after you finish that, no more. What's with this only one rule? Why do you have all this liquor if nobody's gonna drink it? Do you wanna make a donation? I would, if I had some money. Maybe you'd have some money if you got a job. I'm the type of person, I don't like working for other people. Working for yourself seems like it's been going so well for you. Nobody ever taught you to mind your business, don't run your mouth. At least I'm able to put my money where my mouth is. You gotta have some to be able to put it there. Oh, there goes Jess. Jess, come here, I have a question for you.